Hello, everybody. I don't know. Can you see me? Can you see me? Okay, so, oh, interesting. Informations. Interesting informations. Okay, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Mm, let's see. Okay. So, guys, wow. Sorry, have my eyes. I'm sorry. My eyes are so red because I've been, I haven't slept much, and I was like, the show was interesting. I just put some, eye drops. Just noticed. Okay, so wow. Oh my God. How crazy, guys. Oh my God. Okay, first of all, let me show you my t-shirt. You're gonna love my t-shirt, okay? I want to tell you all about the apartment situation, but first I'm gonna tell you about my t-shirt that so in the process of like the really interesting part about the apartment hunting, I've never taken so many. I took lifts or whatever, like cabs or whatever in my life. I've never taken so many. So because I had to go from place to place every half hour. You go to a different neighborhood in a different place. So it was kind of crazy. Okay. I mean, some gaps, a little bit of gaps, but it was like so many places. So one of like I was walking away from one of them and there was this little store that was open. It was like neighborhood, like people that had this store. And so look at the shirt. Okay, let me see here. So I hope we can see it. Okay. Dr. Fauci. Oh my God, I look big. Okay, see Dr. Fauci, the chronic. So guys, this design, there's a hip hop artist named Dr. Dre. Okay, he had a very famous album called the Chro- the Chronic. Okay, so this is the design of a similar, I guess, supposed to like they're trying to imitate or reference this, and that's Dr. Fauci. Okay, and then there's like the tracks here. You can't read it. Okay, like social distance. Let me ride, featuring Clorox. Transmissionary style, deadly droplets, curves to flatten, home isolation, quarantine every day. It's really, guys, it's so good. This shirt, okay. So, so like, so, so you know what I mean. So that's like really. So that's like. So I got this T-shirt, okay, and it was like a store that it was a kind of like street T-shirts or whatever, like a store. They press the shirts. They press the shirts so then oh, is that what it is? Pot is I don't know. So anyway, so that's that's what I got, guys. I'm excited. I always like Dr. Fauci. I was thinking because it's so funny the other day I was like, oh, I should make a Dr. Fauci t-shirt. So I saw that they made one and I was like, perfect. I need to get my Dr. Fauci t-shirt. Okay. Like here he is, Dr. Fauci. Okay. So anyway, so they made it right there. Isn't that cool? Like Dr. Dre, that's right. He's still around. Dr. Dre's a billionaire now. Good for him. So no, he's very talented, Dr. Dre, guys. He's very talented. Okay. So 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 anyway, so so anyway, so sorry, I'm as you know. So I got this issue. So they made it right. I had to wait. I had to walk around the neighborhood because they had to press it right there. Isn't that cute? You pick the fabric and they press the design onto it. I thought it was very cool. It's very like small business. I love supporting. You know what I mean? Like it was so cool. So that was very good. Okay. So so anyway, so I can't wait to go out in the street with my because I just got it, so I'm wearing it for the first time now. I can't wait to go out there wearing my Dr. Fauci t-shirt. So so cool. So okay, so anyway, so that's I'm so excited. I love Dr. Fauci. Oh my God. So guys, I can't even tell you, like, I don't know, my drama. I'll tell you, okay. Okay, it's so funny. Guys, I don't okay, okay, how do I even start my story? Okay, I felt like I lived 7 lives just in the last 2 days. So, and I'm exhausted. Okay, I apologize because I'm may not be as coherent as usual. Okay, so okay, so first of all, to start, like, remember how I had spoken to you on Wednesday and I said that there was this apartment where the Dutch ghosts and whatever, right? I really wanted that one. Okay, so 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 then but of course I was behind, I was late with a thing and I whatever, so I didn't get the apartment. Then somebody else got there first. So I was really upset. I mean, I was not crying or anything like that, but I was really upset. I was like, what? What am I gonna do? I had imagined myself. I was like, oh, I'm gonna put this on that, shelf or whatever, you know what I mean? And like I didn't get the apartment. I was very upset. So then this is like I got the news probably like 11 p.m. of that night. Okay. Um, it's like they got the other person got there first. Okay. So like that's what I think. Okay. It could be something, could be like I was like, I'm gonna think, oh, maybe it was finance. I don't know, but they said that the person who had applied first and then the landlord had accepted. So I got so upset. I was like, what? Like, I deserve that apartment. So then, okay, guys, this is very classic with me. So what I did, there's a website called a Property Shark. Okay. Property Shark is a website that you can look up documents, like real estate documents, and you can find out who owns what building. Okay. So I went on Property Shark and I found the name of the landlord. It's a woman, which I thought it was a woman. So so this is nothing anyway, it didn't work out what I did, but I'll tell you what I did. So I sent flowers. So I found the address of the person. She lives in Southampton, in the Hamptons, but not in the expensive part, actually. So I sent her flowers. Okay. I sent her flowers and a cute little note. I said, dear Francis, that's her name, Francis with an E, right? Dear Francis, I fell in love with your apartment, but a speedier fellow got there first. If you change your mind, please let me know. Much love in whatever. Okay. And I said, please let the real estate person know at such and such. Okay. So, so then, because of what the woman said is like, yeah, so she accepted the first person. We are under contract. There's no, this is like, all he has to do is sign the lease. There's no reason why he's not going to sign the lease. Okay. So, so then I was really obsessed. I sent the flowers. Okay. The next day, I never heard back, which is fine. I thought, because you know what it is, guys, in situations like this, you want to feel like you could do it, like you've done enough. But I think I knew it was kind of like, it was edgy because, I looked the person up, like, I was like, I know what you're about. I know what you're about. I know who you are. I know who you are. So I sent her direct, but anyway, it's just the thing. I can't, and I think ultimately, guys, it's about money, and especially in that neighborhood, okay, the West Village or whatever, right? So that was cute. Nobody, it doesn't hurt. People are going to be happy to get flowers. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing. Okay. You know what I mean? I did a good thing, I think, ultimately. Okay. So that's it. So then nothing happened. Right. So then I started to look at apartments, and like, it was so interesting, guys. This is the thing. And then I'll tell you like what, they're happening in the end. But what's so interesting is like, if in your situation where it's either about location or some space. Okay. Here it's like that. I mean, if you're not don't have a very high budget, okay, for New York. So I saw, this was so interesting. So then I saw like apartments around, like kind of to the west where I am. Even here, it's so expensive. And I saw one, okay, the last one, I was like, that's it. Okay. I saw it was like fourth floor walk up. I mean, it was beautiful, wonderful location. Okay. A beautiful little, but seriously, can I tell you guys, you put a bed, you see, if you decide to put a bed, like a queen size bed, that's too much. You put a table in the bed, you can barely walk. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. You can barely walk. Okay. There's one closet and that's it. And there's like very fancy fridges, very fancy stove or something. Like seriously. And that was 2250 not thousand, 2250 a month. Okay. For that. So I was like, that's it, because it was like all that I could have, like, I don't know that I could even technically afford any of this, but you know what I mean? Like in some ways it's like around me, that's it. It's like, it's nice, but you can't, guys, it must be very claustrophobic, okay? Because you can't do anything. You can't have anything. Okay, because I'm not kidding, I'm serious. Okay, but this is like, okay, so this is like okay, so then I was like, you know what, maybe I should, for some reason, I realized the East Village has a lot of apartments. Okay, a lot of apartments. Basically, this is like the West Village around here. This is like Greenwich and West. Okay, and then the East Village, right? It's kind of like on the same thing, but on one of the East Village is more bohemian, quote unquote, is more, okay, it's bigger. There's a lot more apartments in the East Village. So I decided to look, because I was like, you know what? I want to sew. This is guys, just so you understand how it's like, you have to think about stuff. Like I was like, I want to sew. I want to, do a little like programming, make little robots, okay? And then I want to do videos and I want to have a bed and I like to cook. Okay, because the other thing, as you probably know, especially if you're home a lot, like the number one way to the number one way to save money is to cook, okay? Really, right? So if you don't have and guys, a lot of places were like pretty, but they had like a hot plate essentially, or what the equivalent of a hot plate. I'm serious. So it's like you pay $3,000 a month and there has a hot plate. I'm not kidding. Like, and not it's beyond my budget, but seriously, there's all these apartments. They're very expensive, very nice neighborhoods. Not nice, but like like the best, most desired neighborhoods. And it's a hot. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. Okay, so like, so I was like, I need, this is like for you guys, it must be like crazy because I was like, you know what, I really need I need cutting boards. Like I need an apartment. I know for you, like what that has like a cutting, what do you call it? Not cutting board. Like there's like an area where you can cut the vegetables. You could put you know, a cutting board and you could cut vegetables. A lot of the apartments I saw, the kitchen was so small, I would have to buy a table to put somewhere else. Okay. So okay, to put somewhere else so I could cut the food to put this is the reality, okay? This is reality, okay? And it's guys, I'm not kidding. This is not, and this is like not counter space. That's right. This is, I'm telling you, this is not like like a very poor neighborhood at all. I'm not kidding. Like this is the most okay. This is what you get. Butcher, no, even okay. No, butcher block is something else. It's like when usually there's a fridge, there is a countertop. That's countertop. It's called. There's a fridge, there's the sink, right? And there's like a little area where you can cut something. You know what I mean? But most apartments, like not most, a lot of them did. It was like a fridge, a hot plate, and a sink. No space in between. Okay, I'm serious. There's nothing. Okay. So like so like okay, and I was like I can't save money that way because I'm gonna have to buy a table. I'm gonna have to like make a mess. You know what I mean? It's not gonna work. So then I saw, okay, so then so then I started to look at East Village for prices, okay, and it was sort of like somewhat simple. It's like for what you could get four times the amount of space for the same money or less, okay. And so I was like kind of excited about it, okay. And then so then I've seen so many places, guys. For okay, can I tell you today? This is funny. Okay, so yesterday I saw, okay, there was a guy, guys. Oh my God. There was a guy. Oh my God. Yeah, around the corner. Let me tell you this. Okay, is it okay, guys? I'm sorry. Am I boring you? I am going to start reading. I have to tell you these stories. They're so strange. So there's an apartment nearby because part of the reasons. Okay, maybe I didn't tell you. One of the reason I'm leaving also is my parents are like my parents are coming here. Okay, they wanted me to stay here. I'm not going to stay with them. Okay, they're not going to stay with me and stuff. So they want to stay here. So there's an apartment nearby, and like I'm going to help them with like groceries and stuff like that. So I need to, it's ideal if I'm kind of close by. That was the idea of like living nearby at first. Okay. But this neighborhood is very expensive. Okay. So like I said, so then there was just to tell you the level, the very high level here. So then what happens is that, is that people like landlords take advantage of location. So let's say you live it like you have an apartment in a desirable location that you want to rent. You sometimes they don't do anything. The shit that's falling apart, it's falling apart and they don't care because somebody else always takes the place. Okay, they always somebody else always will rent the place. So seriously, so there was a place here, and then the thing about New York, especially now, guys, everything is closed down, so it's changed a little. Okay, it's a little more dangerous, I think. Okay, anecdotally also, but like on the second floor, okay, it's on the second floor. Just this is like not, it's not well kept or anything. So it's a two-bedroom, but it's not really a two-bedroom. Is that they put walls so they could say it's a two-bedroom. Okay, but guys, the apartment was they had the heater was broken. The heaters are made out of metal, like the ones that are like horizontal. It was bent. It was broken. Like how could you? And I was like, are you gonna fix that? Like if you can't have, you know what I mean, like how hard does it, like a heater, guys, you can't fix the heater. It's not the old fashioned ones that are like this, okay, it's the horizontal, so like it's bent and it's so broken. And like and it's, guys, like I said, this is not like cheap. Okay, this is not like you're living like, it's not like, let's say you're living in like the lowest, like, the cheapest apartments in the world. And I was like, and the guy was like, and he was like, well, but, and he was like, guys, the closet, there was a shower curtain to open, like separating separating the bedroom. And I was like, well, I guess there's no closets. He's like, and he was like, no, but over there, the girl who lived here before, she had an armoire or something. And I was like, the condition, guys, was terrible. And it was like a fourth floor walk up. And can I tell you how much it cost? Huh? Mm, mm. 20 was it 2100 a month? Okay. And like, I mean, and like I was like, it wasn't, and he was like, oh, we're just gonna paint. When he said he was gonna paint, I don't really care. Like, it don't have to be perfect with the painting. It's a minor. But when you see that stuff broken, like a broken heater, I mean, this is like, you're supposed to be selling a place. Imagine if you're trying to sell something, it's that bad. Imagine when it's not. Okay. When it's not. So anyway, so of course I didn't take, I didn't take that one. And then I saw another one, guys. It's so funny. And then the next one, it was like on a also nearby, okay, but it was like, I was so upset, I was very aggravated after that. So I saw this one, but it was beautiful. This other one, it was like, oh, the perfect, it was like the wood was perfect, everything was not, it was not broken at all. But it was the one, guys, that had like no counter space. It was like a tiny like whatever, like stove or whatever. And then and then and then like I would literally have to buy a table so that I could come out of the kitchen and cut the stuff and then like come in and then put the thing. I'm serious. There's literally no space for you to, like, you can come in and drop the thing and then you have to come out. There's like nothing. Okay. So then, and I realized the same thing. At first I loved it. Okay. At first I loved it. Okay. And then I was like, I told Uma, I was like, I'm gonna apply for this. And she, because I thought, oh wow, it's clean, like beautiful wood. You know what I mean? That has enough light and beautiful wood. And then I was like, I left and I was like, oh my God, if I put a bed in there, I can't, it's basically the equation is would I have more after I put in a bed and a table? And I was like, I'm gonna have to buy another table just for kitchen cooking, just for cooking. I'm gonna have another table and I'm not gonna be able to walk without bumping on stuff. I'm serious. And you know what? That one was 2,200. 2,200. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So like, so anyways, so, 2,200. Oh, it's cheap. Oh yeah. So so I was like, okay. So then of course and then after you leave, I was like, no, I'm not really gonna do that. I can't possibly like put a deposit. Are you serious? Like, I'm not gonna apply for that apartment. And guys, can I tell, there was a line of people to see these apartments. Okay, there's a line of people there to see. So I'm serious. Okay, so anyway, so and the funny thing is, like, it's okay. Anyway, so then I was like, okay, I have to look at East Village because I cannot, I can barely, I have to be able to walk inside the apartment. I'm serious. Okay, I am serious. I had to be able to walk. Okay. So I have, I'm serious. I have to be able to do like 5 or 6 steps without hitting something, like in either direction. I'm serious. Okay. You see, but Morrissey is like, see, like, there's cities there that's expensive, right? Exactly. Like, that's, Sydney. There's some cities like Tokyo and like, okay. So okay. So so guys, okay, then okay. So then today, okay, I saw 9 apartments. So the day started, okay, like I said, I'm not super familiar with the East Village because it's more bohemian. It's kind of, there's no reason for you to go there, like on the very east side of the village. So I went. So then the first thing, okay, so then I took a lift to get there, right? I was running a little late. It was like early, like it was in the morning, okay. And so the lift crosses, because you have to go like this. Sometimes the streets don't have, and I was like, saw these, like a lot of people, there were like a lot of people, guys, on the street that clearly had heroin addiction, obvious. Not that I know, but it was like people like that, like, nodding out. Like, this is 11, 8, like, it was 10, like at 10 a.m. Okay. 10 a.m. And by the way, I go to bed now like 4:30 in the morning. Lately, I can't, long story, because I'm looking for places when I come home and whatever. So anyway, so then barely, like, I went to bed at like 5 or something like that, probably. And I woke up at like 8, whatever. And so, so anyways, so okay. So then anyway, so I was like, there was like literally like this is 10 a.m., 11 a.m., people are already nodding out. Okay, like not to the point where they're like all the people on the street pretty much, there's a lot of people like that, like, okay, and kind of skinny, okay. And I was like, you know what, I was like, the apartment looks, I told the guys, like, the apartment looks really nice, I actually like it, but I have to get a little familiar with the neighborhood, okay, I told them. And I was like, you know what, even though I kind of like, could probably like be okay in the neighborhood because I look, Latin or whatever, right, like it's okay, because that area traditionally like Latin a lot, okay. So like, okay. And I was like, guys, and the others, okay, guys, what's so sad also? It's like a lot of older people. There's something really sad about older people that have drug addiction. Like people in their 60s or 50s, clearly older, who have drug addiction. It's very depressing, okay? Very depressing. So I couldn't. Of course, I was like, this was like, it's called Alphabet City. Okay, because Eastville extends into something called Alphabet City. So since I was like, oh, here is East 4th Street, I'm gonna, oh, whatever, I'm gonna go. So if you don't pay attention to the number, because New York is very like numbers, right? So to the left is to the left is the west, and the east to the right, right? So I think, oh, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. So then Fifth Avenue separates. So everything to the right of Fifth Avenue. Sorry, I'm confused. I think it's east. Bad at direction, but you know what I mean. If the number is 5 East something, it's right off of Fifth Avenue going towards First. And if it's like 200 West, it means it's probably the six between 6th and 7th Avenue. Okay, so it's kind of like have the math. It's easy to locate yourself like that. But with anyway, so I was like a big number in the east. I was like, oh yeah, East Village. I just go over there. So it was like not cool. I was like, I can't do this part. So then I ended up like, so then I started, I saw an apartment that was pretty nice near me, but it was a ground floor apartment. And the ground floor apartments can be a little weird, especially for women. I don't feel super safe. It doesn't have a lot of light. It was okay. I liked it. I was like, well, maybe I could live here too. And then guys, this is like the story. Okay. Oh my God, I'm talking for hours. Okay. Sorry. And I swear I will start the reading. Okay. After I tell you this whole story. Okay. So then I saw, okay. So then I went back. Yeah, this exactly, guys. ABC exactly was bad. Okay. But like, well, what has changed is the price of the rents. That apartment, guys, $2,000. It was costing to live there. It's not cheap. Okay. Really. Okay. It's not cheap. Okay. So like, okay, seriously. Okay. So, the difference is in the 80s, it was cheap to live there. Now it's not. $2,000 is not cheap. I don't care. You know what I mean? It's not cheap at all. Like, you know what I mean? It's not. Okay. So anyway, so then I was like, okay. So then I finally ended up going to see. Oh, I went to Chinatown. It was amazing. I was in love with Chinatown. I was like, I'm happy here. So I went to Chinatown, but I forgot to ask the woman what floor it was on, because I have a rule: nothing above third floor. I can't do fourth floor. It's too much. But I didn't ask her. It turns out I think it was the sixth floor, guys. I swear, it's either the sixth or the fifth floor. I know that. I was like, whoa. I got there. I was like, damn. I don't need a gym membership. No, I don't need a gym membership. But I know, for example, my stepdad, guys, is coming here. He's gonna do a heart operation. That's why they're coming back. You know what I mean? So they got. So my stepdad, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna let him like go up these stairs, 6 levels to arrive in my house. No way. Certain people, guys, I can't invite them. I can't invite them. I can't invite people to come because they're gonna go walk up 6 floors. Okay. Like, imagine you, okay, it's a lot, guys. It's a lot. So anyway, so the apartment was nice, and I love, there's a lot of food markets. Okay. There was a lot of amazing food. Love to live there, except that it was a 6th floor walk up. So I was like, at the end of the day, I loved it. I was like, oh, maybe I could like, the woman was showing me, it was really nice. It had beautiful light. It was like beautiful views. But guys, it's not realistic. Okay. Like you can't, think about it. If you have to like six, I'm serious, six, guys. I'm pretty sure either 5 or 6. It's just the type of thing that you can't like, because it's not even just, okay, guys, imagine moving. Imagine if you buy, because I have to buy some furniture. How the hell am I gonna, it's a lot. Okay, I could pay people to bring that up, but it's not it's not practical. Okay. Okay, it's not practical, unfortunately. Okay. So anyway, but I was excited momentarily, and then you're like, and then you're like, okay, Like we can see this guy, my stepdad, guys. He could have a heart attack. I'm serious. It's even I was like, after, but like, like think about it. He just gonna have a heart operation. My family can be, you know what I mean? It's not, you don't want to live there like that, so isolated life there in the sixth floor. So even if you can get all the fruits in the world that you find in Chinatown, like all the vegetables, fresh vegetables, I can't, you know what I mean, which I would have loved. Like no, okay. And then imagine you forgot something. Like which happens, sometimes you forget things at house. And like you have to go back up. Like you're gonna have to start making decisions like that. Okay, so that was okay. That was it. So then I went back. Okay, I went back to the East Village, but on a higher, like not as far, and also on 11th Street. Was it 11th and A, sort of. So for the first time, okay, this is like, oh my god, another story. So then I love this apartment. I opened up and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. This is and the finally space. I have space. It's beautiful. The light is beautiful. They have a walk-in closet. There is like stuff to cut stuff in. It was amazing. And then I was telling my mom about it, and she's like, what was the broker like? And I was like, oh, I never met her. I told her I never met her. And then I realized this is how it is. It's like desperation and exhaustion. You don't forget about things. So you know what it was, guys? Okay. Okay, can I tell you? So the woman arranged to meet with me there. Okay, so then she said, call me when you get there. So I got there. She's like, okay, I'll call. Hey, I'm here. She's like, press X, Y, and Z, whatever as the building code. I pressed it and it buzzed me in. So she's like, oh, go to the first floor. And I walk one flight of stairs, like, yeah, I'm here. And I was like, whoa. So I pressed I ring the bell, and I heard the bell ring and there was no movement. And I saw call. I was like, wait, I'm here. I'm right by the door. She's like, oh, just open, just go in. And then I forgot about it. I was like, oh, it's so great she's not here. I could really look at the apartment for as long as I want. I was so happy. And then and then I called. I was like, oh, I called. I was like, oh, thank you so much. I love this apartment. I'm so happy. I want to live here. And then she's like, sure. I'm gonna send you the information you have to put in the application. And she's like, you can. So funny. She's like, van me. You can send me. Usually sometimes they ask for fees, guys, for processing application, which is like sketchy, but it's okay. So, but she was like, yeah, send me $150 by Venmo. Okay, I never met the woman. Okay, never met the one. She's like, oh yeah, this is my Venmo thing, and it's like, just send me $150. And I never met her, guys. And I was like, and then my mom was like, you're not gonna send your information, okay, with your documents and your social security number to somebody you have never met. Okay. And I was like, you have a point. I told her, you have a point. Okay. So then, guys, and then I was like, whoa. And I looked her. Okay. So I looked her up. She seems kind of legit, but I was like, no, I am not gonna give. No, guys. There is in New York. There's something like a real estate application fee. Sometimes they charge. It can happen here, but I never met her. Like, why would you pay people that you never met? Who knows? What the hell? You know what I mean? Okay. And I was like, what the hell? And my mom was like, no. And I was like, oh, I like the apartment. But it was like, no, exactly. And the other thing, guys, is like, she kind of, if she had told me, she said, look, I'm really busy. I can't come in. If I give you the information, you can just come in and see it for yourself. She could have said that and that would have been okay. But she made me get there. And only when I got there did I realize that she wasn't coming. I didn't care because I was so tired. It's kind of far. And so can you imagine that type of person is cheating at the beginning? She's going to continue to cheat all the way. Okay. She's going to continue to cheat. So that was that. And this was like my 8th apartment of the day. Okay. The 8th apartment of the day. So, but finally I was like, when I finally found something that I was like, oh, it's big enough. That was kind of like a scam. So that sucked. Okay. So that sucks. So then, okay, my God. Okay. So, okay. No, now finally, okay, guys, a half an hour. I'm telling the story. I'm so sorry. I apologize for this. Okay. Telling the stories that you should talk about Prezana. So then how it ends. Okay. Not yet, but I hope so. Okay. Who knows? I don't want to get too excited, but so anyway, so there was this woman that I have been in contact with. She's a Russian lady, by the way. Okay, doesn't matter. No, I didn't tell her. She's like, what do you do? I was like, imagine, like, I play Russian character on television, YouTube. No. By the way, guys, she imagined she would probably not have given it to me. But I really liked her. She so anyway, so this woman, she first of all, when you mail her, she asks a lot of questions about you. So then it's like for the person who's looking for the apartment, initially it seems like it could be a lot of time, taking a lot of time. But in reality, she is a real person. She's a broker. Now that's another thing. New York, like when now that the market is down for real estate, you don't. There's another problem. People will be like shocked. There's something called broker fees that you have to pay. It's a month's rent. Okay, you pay for the broker usually a little bit more. It could be more. So, but you know what? Depends. Like but the rents are cheaper now. Okay, but anyway, the woman, I realized she's a broker, but she was like, she asks you what you're looking for and what's your budget. So I explained her situation where my parents live, they're going to be here and I want to be able to drop off groceries for them. And it can be that far. So I said, I started looking at the East Village because it's cheaper. I can have more space than the West or whatever, Greenwich Village or whatever. Oh, Soho or something. So then she, okay, and guys, okay, this is so interesting. So there's an area in the East Village that is historically Ukrainian. And when I went to college, I would always go to this Ukrainian restaurant called Veselka, very famous in the East Village. But I love the restaurant. It's not so as good as it used to be. I think no, it's not that good. It's just like hearty food, and it's like a 24-hour diner. It's so cool. Okay, like the decoration. It's always a very busy any time of the night, the day of the night. Now it's closed, but I loved it. Okay, when things were normal it's just like always reliable. I always would you can get chicken soup. It's kind of like, again, basically Ukrainian diner. So this area was there's a lot of, so this woman, I feel like, I'm sure she has culinary backgrounds. You know what I mean? Is the same kind of group, Eastern Europeans, Russian, Ukrainian crew, okay, probably, right? That knows, because I believe probably that the owners of these buildings are from back when they were immigrants, you know what I mean? That came. So there's a lot of like that. So anyway, so that's why I think she knows the buildings. So anyway, so she asked me about it. She's like, "Oh, you know what? When I told her the whole story, she's like, I think there's an apartment for you near Astor Place, okay, which is sort of like a little bit away from, it's kind of farther from East Village. It's like sort of in between, it's actually, and it was sort of like, there's something called NoHo. Guys, basically there's there's a place called Cooper Square. There's a very famous art school called Cooper Union in New York. So it's right there in front of this place. Guys, I love the area. I really do. Like NoHo and like Cooper Square. I always believe it was so beautiful, and it's big. So it was right there, guys. It was at the very end of East Village, when East Village becomes NoHo. Okay. Okay. So, oh my God, Christina, I got goosebumps. I love Vazelka. Oh God, we need to have conversations. Oh my God, Vazelka, exactly. So anyway, so basically, guys, so then I was like, wow, the location is unbeatable. It's close to where I am now, but it still has it's grittier, okay, than here, obviously, because here is it could be a little snobby sometimes, okay, but it's so okay. And then it's the same size as the one that I liked before, except that it's not the woman, guys. I liked her, I liked her very much. She's very direct. You know what I mean? People that are honest, they tell you it's not as, she's not trying to sell. She's telling like it is. Okay. So it's a one bedroom instead of a studio. Okay. I don't know if it's, guys, artsy. Yeah, well, it's sort of like it's right there next to, no, it's not, guys. I don't like St. Mark's Place because it's kind of, scuzzy a little bit, but it's a little off of it. So it's more like, I like to think it's more like NoHo, okay? I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, okay? Because, it's funny. She said, I have an apartment in St. Mark's Place. I was like, what? I was like, I don't have, I told her, I'm not picky. I just hate St. Mark's Place. I will never live there. I don't care if it's made out of gold. I hate that street. I just hate it. Because, guys, yeah, I would never, I hate St. Mark. I'm sorry, like, it's just personal, okay? So I just hate that street. Everything about it, like, even now they cleaned it up. They have condos. It's so weird to me. But anyway, so like, it's still, I hate St. Mark's Place. Anyway, but anyway, so it's just like a little street off it's right next to this very famous building now. The Cooper Unit has a famous architect, okay? Like, it has a very famous architect, like, made this a very modern building, right? A huge, more modern building next to it. And then there's a little street. And like, can I tell you what's down? Christine, you're going to have to come here one time, because you know what it is? A few doors down from the building is the Ukrainian Museum. There is something called the Ukrainian Museum in New York, and it's right there. And I think the reason why it's there is because it's traditionally the neighborhood has always been Ukrainian. Okay, so I live next to a Ukrainian museum. Okay, so my friend, you know what I mean? Like, okay, so this is good. So anyway, so I went there, guys. The place I love, it's not as fancy. Like the refrigerator is not that new, but can I tell you, there's three closets, three. Can you imagine? Like New York, like three closets. There is a bedroom, like a large bedroom. There is a big living room, guys. What else do you need? And the best part? The best part? It's $300 less than the apartment the woman turned me down. The trash, and the one I sent flowers to, that the apartment I wanted, it cost $300 more. hmm So I love it. I got five times, probably like four, like the apartment was probably like three times the space of the apartment that I missed, and definitely like four times the space of the expensive apartment. Okay, really okay. So I'm gonna. Oh my guys, I shouldn't tell you this because oh my god, again, I'm making the mistake. I'm making the mistake. It's not approved yet. Okay, it's not approved yet. Okay, I have to remember this. So pray. Okay, I hope so. She was real cool. I'm gonna apply for it, and we already discussed the details. So hopefully it's gonna come through, guys. Hopefully it's gonna come through because I realize I need space. I can do my sewing. I can create, like I was telling you, I was very excited about creating rugs and stuff to put on the wall, make everything my yes, it's guys, exactly, nice kitchen, exactly. There's place to cut things. There is a lot of cabinets, kitchen cabinets. Yeah, I can cut things. A kitchen where you can cut things. Imagine. Okay. Oh my God, I know. My God, guys, I know, but it's New York, guys, New York. Okay, New York it is what it is. Okay, it's just there's like a lot. It's an interesting city. Okay. Oh my God, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, guys. But but I'm gonna cry. Okay. Oh my God. Mm. Oh my God, I'm just tired, guys. And it was like, when I tell you, like, it's so nice. I mean, I think it's gonna work, and if it doesn't, it's something else. But it was like when when I went to college here, right? Oh my God. And like when I was in college, oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm crying. I'm emotional and tired. You know how that is sometimes. Oh my God. So anyway, so when I went to college in this area, okay, kind of close by, a little bit further up, but I could never live in the area. I lived in Queens. I lived very far, guys, from where my college campus was, and it was all, oh my God, and it was all, I could afford, my mom could afford, so it's so nice to be able to live there now. For me, I was like, wow, oh my God, I feel like I not like I made it, but for me, it was like, this is why I was telling you that the real estate market has changed so much. Oh my God, so cute. Look at that. So, and like, and like, it's like, I was like, oh my God, I can live there. It's so great. Before it was like, I'd have to like commute to go to school. And like some of my friends, they lived in the dorms, but the dorms were so, at the time, I remember, like, so expensive. But what happened to New York is that the outer boroughs became as expensive as Manhattan over time. And then even, you know what I mean? And so now it's changing, I guess. So outer boroughs are more expensive or something like that. But I was like, oh my God, it's kind of like amazing. Okay. Sorry, I'm like emotional about it. So, but guys, even if it's not this exact apartment, it's still the same area that I wanted to live before. Okay. So, so anyway, so like, it's so cool. I just, and like, meanwhile, people are leaving, it's getting cheaper and cheaper because people are leaving. So I'm glad. But anyway, so this is it, guys. For me, I know it sounds like, nothing, like, compared to what you have space, you have a lot of things. But for me, everybody's different, right? But it's like, uh, that- so Mary. So we'll see, okay? But like I said, it's gonna be better, even if it's not this, then something else. But I'm sure, it's just a different time, and I feel so much better, you know. And like, so anyway, so can I then most also today, no? So anyway, so this is it, guys, okay? So, mm, oh my god. So it's okay. So anyway, so I'm sure, guys. I'm really excited. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. So it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. So okay. So anyway. So oh my god, I'm emotional. But you know what it is, guys? It's because I'm tired. You know what I mean? Like I think when you get tired, you become more like you don't hold it in so much. So anyway, but like I said, I haven't signed. They haven't said yes or no. Okay. But I think it could work. Who knows? Okay, who knows? Hopefully. Okay. So anyway, but like I said, guys, it's good. Okay, it's all good. It's just also interesting, this experience. Okay. So like so anyway, so that's that. So I'm excited. I'm excited here. Okay. So anyway, so we'll see. Okay. But it's so interesting, guys, this idea of space, you know what I mean? Like you could live in a fancy, this is the thing. A lot of people live in fancier areas. I mean, this is a pretty good area, but like you could live around it, you know what I mean? Um, so, so like, and I always liked this lady from the beginning, you know what I mean? I think, oh, interesting. Everybody else is moving, huh? Interesting. This is good. This is good. So yeah, so this is no, but this is good, guys, So, so anyway, so hopefully, but guys, this is good. Oh, interesting. Okay, Christine has information. Says September 1st is a full moon in Pisces, and it's meant to be very good for manifesting. I'm in Pisces rising. I am Pisces rising. Okay. So anyway, so I'm feel more tranquil, guys. But anyway, so that's like an hour. I was talking like 45 minutes. I was telling you about my story of the apartments. So so anyway, so oh, and tomorrow by the way is the Holly. I go see the Holly Golightly apartment. Remember this story? The apartment that I thought was gonna had COVID. Finally, I'm supposed to, but you know what? Okay, just last thing, I'll wrap it up. So the broker, so I have, by the way, I have to pay a broker fee to her, which I'm totally okay with. I'm totally okay with because I think it's fair, and I was kind of budgeting for it. So it's like, but this lady, I really like her. You know what I mean? She's working for me. You know what I mean? When you pay, like, that there's a point of it, which is that the person works to find things for you. Which is cool. You know what I mean? So anyway, I don't know if it's rent control, guys, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll see. I'm not too worried. Okay, I'm not too worried. Because can I tell you? Oh, this is a whole other story. I have a feeling I may end up in California. I have a feeling. So it's not necessarily super permanent. Okay. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Okay. I'm not. I'm. It's just for today. Just for today. Okay. And by the way, guys, there. Okay, this is okay. I'll tell you a really specific important point about the real estate rent control laws in New York. There is something called the poison pill, which is a clause of the contract of the rent control laws, that if the occupancy goes down to 5%, okay, if it goes down to 5%, rent control is over, but just fine, which is fine. Okay, you lose the rent control. So it's interesting. Okay, so it's just like, I don't know, because guys, seriously, the market is dipping dramatically. Okay, so it's interesting. Okay, so it's just I mean, it's something where nobody's. I think it feels like some sort of economic depression, really. Okay, because people are leaving it. Okay, for now at least. So okay, but anyway, so that's the story. All right, so interesting emotionals. So that's that. Okay, so that's the story about the brokers and like the rent controlled. Oh, that's right. I was talking about her. So yeah, so I would pay her the broker fee, and that's totally fine. You know what I mean? I totally think she did a great job. I'm happy that what I mean. It was exactly what I wanted. It's perfect. Okay, and and that's that. Okay, and so this was gonna say about the Holly Golightly apartment. So like, okay. So guys, remember the apartment that was supposed to be get COVID? So the guy, he canceled on me because I had canceled on him first because I was like, I don't do COVID. I'm not going to COVID Central. I'm not going there. So then it turns out anyway, so he postponed it because the landlady, the owner of the building, said that there was a storm, and there truly was a storm last time. But then they rescheduled for tomorrow. But tomorrow is supposed to be a storm. And this is why I met the Russian lady tonight. We're supposed to meet tomorrow, me and the Russian lady. Okay, the broker. And then but she said, look, there's going to be a storm tomorrow. So we want to meet because they cancel stuff if there's a lot of rain, right? So then she said, can you meet today at 5:30? I said yes. So I met her today at 5:30 and things worked, you know what I mean? So anyway, so what I'm saying is that tomorrow I'm going to see the Holly Golightly apartment. But guys, I'm like, at this point, I don't even believe, who knows what the hell's going on over there, if it's real or not. And also, it's like, I don't know, guys, something about how hard, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of like tired. Like, on the one hand, it would be good if it is a normal, if it exists and it's decent, because the market is going down. So over time, I have more and more apartments to choose. Okay. But I'm just kind of like not in the mood. Okay. Okay, so I'm just not in the mood, okay, to like be looking. Oh my God, where am I gonna go again? Have to look again? It's too much. Okay, now Betty asked when. Okay, so the broker sent me the documentation just like a couple hours ago. I'm just gonna send it to her. She said that they could process quickly to hopefully I could move by September 7th because my deadline is September 10th. Okay. So if she said if we expedite things, then by September 7th I could move. Okay. Okay. So that's cool. You know what I mean? So I have to send out I have the documents ready like last time. Okay. So I'm sending it to her. And so okay. Okay. So that's the situation. That's the situation. Okay. So yeah, so I guess I'll send it to her and see what happens. You know what I mean? So I'll send it tonight or like tomorrow or something morning. But she said, oh, this is the thing, guys. She said, because she said a lot of the broker people and the places they have is a Jewish. Okay, so she's like, they close at Friday at like 2 o'clock, and everything is closed until Saturday night. Okay, because it's the Shabbat. Okay, so it's a little bit slower. Okay, normally like you would have, Friday is sort of like not, it's like an off day for them. So anyway, so this is good. Okay, so oh my God, guys, crazy. So anyway, oh my God, this is hours, talking for hours, but it's nice, to share information here. No, it's interesting. Isn't that interesting information? Guys, one day, I keep saying this, but hopefully by when COVID is over, we have like a little conference, a little like weekend or something. We'll hang out, come here, stay. I was like, I wish everybody could stay in my house or something, you know, like, I don't know, like we can hang out together and meet and walk around. I know you guys like to walk around. I'll tell you all the place, it'll be fun. We walk around and do things. I don't know. I'm excited. You know what I mean? It's be cheaper, so we could, like I said, we can get like one, like one big place and everybody, we couldn't have different, you know what I mean? It's a little bit party town. Okay. So, so, okay. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. So, interesting. Okay. You know what I mean? Seriously, like we could have like rotating. You know what it is? We could have like several weekends. Okay. You know what I mean? Where we could go, but maybe groups of 4 or 8 or something like that. So that's smaller each time, so it's not so many people. So we could do things. We could hang out. Exactly. You can have like we can have like a loft or something. Or something like some sort. Yeah, exactly. Some Airbnb house that fits a lot of people. It's probably expensive, but not as expensive as getting hotels for each person. So you know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see. We'll figure that out later. When first COVID has to go. COVID go. COVID have go. So yeah. Oh my God. That'll be fun. Hang out together. Hang out together. So anyway. So because guys, I will talk about a lot. So okay, but now let's go. Let's go here. Let's go. Let's go to reading time. Is no. I talk a lot today. So but I'll tell you, guys, I almost do think, what if the Holly Golightly apartment comes up and it's nice? I still somehow am committed to the East Village one. I prefer, because I don't want. What do you think? Do you think I should take Holly Golightly if it's available? But they've already put the apartment is up for sale already now. Okay. Seriously, I have a question. Do you think the Holly Golightly apartment is a okay? You know what I mean? Like seriously, guys, do you think Holly Golightly apartment is good? But I feel like if they already put it up for sale, it would be kind of stressful because people will come in all the time to look at it. Don't you think? I don't know. I have to see. I'm curious about it. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. Just into because I don't want to go through this again. It's like, you know what I mean? No, right? It's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, right? Because if they could have said, okay, let's do 6 months. I would give you six, and they would tell the seller, okay, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you keep? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll see. Guys, I have to. This is like it's all up. It's like, we'll see. Yeah, no, guys, I feel like I don't want to be in that position, honestly, because you know what you notice, like also, it's like if you live in a place where you feel like you kind of can't afford. Well, I thought that's right, Barbara. You emotional, exactly, Queen, exactly, exactly. You're right. Exactly, Morsi, exactly. No, you're right. Exactly. Because you know what it is, if you live in a place that's cheaper than usual, then landlords will be like, they feel like they don't have to do anything for you because they're doing it as a favor. There's something, you know what I mean? There's something to be said about that. If they feel like you know, if they feel like that, it's like an $8 million house that you're living and like you can afford it, you know what I mean? Then, then I think then they will not fix things, okay? Oh my God, Morrissey said, I looked at 36 apartments in 3 weeks, each showing had 36 people who nightmares. Awful, right? More six, and it's not even that competitive. It's awful. It's awful because the problem is the deadline. When you have a deadline, you have to move. You have to move. So you can't. It's kind of stressful, right? Exactly, exactly. So, oh my God, guys. So interesting, interesting. All those things. So anyway, so this is cool, guys. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, but anyway, so now I feel bad. Now I talk about myself constantly, but it's fun. It's fun, guys. Conversations, right? It's real life, real life, real life, Okay, so let's go here. Some topics for no, it's nice, right, guys? Interesting, interesting. So, and I love, pierogies, guys. I used to have pierogies a lot. So over there, maybe I have pierogies. But do you have, hello, the apartment, do you have pierogies for me? Does it come? Huh? You have, I think you're Ukrainian, so you must have pierogies. Is it included in the rent? Imagine like how rude a person would say that. Oh my God. Can you imagine how rude if I said, just joking, okay. So so anyway, but we'll see. Okay, it's exciting times. Okay, now, okay, so we'll see. I'll be in touch. I'll be in touch, guys. I'll tell you. I'll keep you updated. Okay. So okay. So now, oh my God, interesting for my house. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go here. Okay, let's go here. Oh my God, Christine, she's Ukrainian. Interesting. Okay. So okay, now let's go here in front of my house. Okay. So okay. Wow. So good. Thanks for listening. Okay, guys. Thanks for listening. Okay. Oh my God. Very good. Very good. Okay. So okay. Here. Okay. So now, guys, okay, I don't know what to start. There's a question about the Trump Vancouver going out of business. And of course, this already went over a lot. So, you can watch it later. I'm going to go over probably until 10. Okay. Okay. Now let's start. I think, okay, this is the main question. I love the format of like finding out how they're feeling. Okay. So how does the convention go? How does the GOP feel? Turtle, Trash, Trashanka, and Jarida, Melania, Barr, and Pompeo. Have they thought about what they're going to do when Trump leaves? Okay. And also, guys, I want to ask about the situation in Kenosha, okay? But I'm kind of like it's heavy and dark, okay? So like okay, but at the same time, I'm just trying to think here. We should, you know what? Let's do the questions, okay? Let's do the questions. Let's go to the fun, the kind of like lighter questions, and then we go to the Kenosha situation. I think that would be like lifting. You know what I mean? Okay, that would be funny, and then we can go to the first because guys, we know what it guys. What's so interesting is that really like I think a lot of it is sort of like similar to Minneapolis, where there's a lot of like fake stuff. They're trying to like create this inside people for violence. So it's just terrible. Well, like let's do it towards the end, okay? Because I know I need to get the warm up for this because it's such a heavy topic. But let's ask for guys. Let's ask protection for me even. Let's protect me for find the right apartment. And if this is the one that I really like that meets the criteria, that I may have it. Okay. Okay. So I want to ask about that. Oh, beautiful red light coming on top of my head. As I breathe in, I fill my lungs. As I breathe out, I create a circle. I create a circle. Step into it. Step into it. I feel protected. Step into it. I feel connected. I like to ask that thing for me across. Come, come, let's ask that information. Come only from the higher sources. Let it create the good, huh? And only the good, huh? The good for the good people. The good for the good people. No, guys, if I have energy, no, I have energy. I think it's like fun. You know what I mean? It's just fun, and it's nice to talk because today it was exhausting. Okay, it's exhausting. Okay, okay. So okay, so I just like say, okay, guys, seriously, 30. Okay, I'm gonna ask for something today. Okay, I'm gonna ask for. Let's see here. I'm gonna have an alarm. One sec here for uh let's say for a minute, okay, just ask for the for info from protection. Send the light for the right apartment, and if this I really like this one, so if it's meant to be, that it will be okay because I like it, and also that it's as long as it's good, it's safe, and I really like it. Okay, so let's pray for it. Okay, okay, for 1 minute. Okay, starting. Okay, quiet. Okay, so okay, so guys, okay, okay, this is like such a weird thing. Okay, so this is nice. Okay, but can I tell you also, I got information also about do you remember this? Okay, I never forgot this. Okay, remember this is like a very dark topic, but remember like Epstein, and how I believe that there was two the sisters from Ukraine who died. They were teenagers and they were human trafficked to him, and they may have died, and they're like they want me to talk about them, and like they'll come back. They're like, oh no, you're connected to us, we'll protect you. Their community basically. Okay, so it's cool. You know what I mean? It's cool. Who knows? But I don't know, guys. I felt like the people, the ghosts over there, they didn't they didn't protect. But guys, I'm getting the image of the ghost people. They're gonna create a mess over there. They're gonna haunt the place. They're haunting apartment because they did not bring Rosa's investigator. You don't bring Rosa's investigator. We're going to create haunting for person who took apartment. You're going to haunt it for her. We're haunting her. We're all haunting information for her. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So it's funny. It's kind of funny. So anyway, so this is good. Let's thank you. Okay, now let's go here. I feel guys. I feel good. Guys. Thank you. I feel the good energy from you. I seriously. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Thank you. Thank you. So oh my god, it's cute, guys. I feel like they're like wow. Okay. So now let's go here. Go back. So skipping so many topics. Okay, now let's go really to the questions. How did the convention go? How does the GOP feel? How does Turtle feel? The Trash and Trashanka and Jeter and Melania and Barr and Pompeo. Have they thought about what they're going to do when Trump is? Let's go that. So how did the convention go for them? It's interesting because I feel like they are in a bubble, right? But what's interesting that Trump does have this power to create a bubble. And when they see the bubble, it looks good. And the production values were good in some ways, right? They created this good propaganda. And so while it was going on for them, it was like, no, it's, we have a thing, but as soon as it was over, it's like, it's literally okay, guys, what's so funny? In Rio, when I was growing up, there was a lot of, like, you see that there was a lot of ads for again buildings and new apartments, and it was like always on billboards. And it's sort of like they always had the model of the, you had to buy the building before it was built, right? And they always had the model of the building, and then it's like they create the fake reality, but the reality itself is not really what, it's not what they're presenting, right? So Trump lives for illusion, but the reality is so different from illusion. And they see the numbers, guys. Republicans love to look at numbers because they feel like they want evidence. So they're like, did not go well. And I feel like they've done focus groups, they've done research, they're doing like, oh, sorry. So it's like they're doing all of this, and like it didn't work. They're like, no. And they're saying, and even, guys, the people, something about Fox News, it wasn't as high. There's something like it didn't go how they thought it was going to go. Okay, it was not good for them. So that's interesting. Okay, so then why, what is, and I think, guys, they see, okay, oh my God, can I tell you, okay, this is disgusting to me. It's funny, I had said I was not going to talk about Kenosha. Is that the name? Okay, is that right? The name of the, so it's come up again. You know why? This is sick, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think, when you think you haven't had enough, like, of them, it's like, this is so maddening. Okay, can I tell you, this is like Kenosha, right? Here it is. So let me tell you, it's disgusting. It's sad that okay, they're saying it was not a coincidence that this happened while the Republican convention was going on. I think they planned it to happen during the Republican convention. Okay, I'm serious. I'm not kidding, because they said, okay, it's over. And they created this drama to happen. So they had something to talk about during the convention. I'm like, wow. I can't, guys, the depths of, like evil or and like manipulation. But this now it makes sense, right? That Trump needs to say he is very, like, about creating fear and violence, okay? To say, oh, look, be careful, look at the country, look at this and that, okay? So can you believe it? Wow. This is like this thing, yeah, but now it's time to create it. It's like they create this event so they could create footage, okay, on purpose. I'm serious. And I'm getting this image very clearly, guys. It's funny, even though I didn't, it's coming. They said both, it's like they infiltrated the right, and as the right and as the left. In other words, I think the people that protested at night, okay, the people that protest at night, they're not really the legit. They were always telling people, let's go break, those people like, no, let's go break things or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that, I think this is a kind of like a more sophisticated version of Minneapolis, okay, where they're like, let's create a a violent thing, not a struggle, violent thing where, like, we have these characters posing as left that start to break things. And then we have the ones telling them, the ones on the right, to come and defend the country or whatever with guns, so that we're going to create a violent conflict that we can use for television. I'm not kidding, guys. This is sick, okay? This is sick. This is really sick to me, okay? I mean, just do cards, because sometimes I'm like, it's not that I doubt. It's shocking. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But that's what it is. I get it. It's very coming to me very clearly. This is it coming to me very clearly. Like they timed it to the convention. I'm serious. I am serious. I'm like, oh my God, I can't even, it doesn't surprise me, but it's disgusting. In other words, you know what I mean? I'm serious. I'm serious. Okay. And it's okay. I'm gonna tell something, guys, that I wish I didn't take it with a grain of salt, because it's a situation. This is very grave. This is very serious. Okay. Almost feel like this whole thing was provoked. The death of the person, it could have been that they knew, I'm serious. Like, I know obviously police violence is a thing, but it's almost like they did it knowing they would create okay, I'm serious. I'm serious, guys. I'm not kidding. Okay, and I get it goosebumps. Oh my God, a lot of goosebumps. The guys' spirits are telling me, yes, Rosie, yes, Rosie. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. Wow. wow, I'm like, the craziness of Goosebumps. I'm like, whoa, they're telling me, yes, yes, true, true, true. They did it, guys, on purpose. I can't even believe they would kind of plan the execution of a person. Like, seriously, not a person, but it was like, let's kind of create something like this where people are gonna get mad and we can like get them to like break things or whatever. Okay. My God, oh my God, God, please have mercy on this country, on the world. Like, please remove this people. Come on. The evil is too much. Okay. The evil is too much. Ah, my God. Okay. And there, guys, okay, this is the two images I get, okay. Guys, two images I get. One image is that there's a man here that's coming up wearing what I consider to be slave clothes, okay. African American man, okay. Um, okay, African American man, okay. And then he comes and then and then uh and then he's like I don't know explain it, guys. It's like he comes up to the picture and he's enlarged as it one of my it's because when images come as images, they also come very clearly. It's hard for me to explain it. The image, it's not just an image, but I get the information also very quickly. It's kind of telling me that it's like this truth about slavery is coming out. It's like it's all about slavery in a way. They're saying they want to keep. It's saying, guys, how they don't want this his true history of his slavery to be exposed, like in a way that they want to keep up the oppression. Okay, and this is a struggle, like this is a whole thing, guys. What is this battle between good and evil? Is it the battle of the same forces that wanted to maintain the slavery as a thing? Okay, seriously. So this is like this. There's not a fight because it's fair. It's about truth. What is truth? It's not complicated. It's about what is true, what is not true. Okay. So then it said that this is it. And then the other thing I saw, guys, is that it's the cynicism and the manipulation, okay, of violence. And they know that they're doing this on purpose. They know that there's people out there who, like the guy who killed the judge, like those crazy people who are weak. They can be almost recruited, like almost like quietly. They're not recruited because they don't even know they're doing it for them. Okay. You know what I mean? There could be like influenced, I guess you can call it that way. Okay. So then that's what I'm saying, guys. They are doing it to kind of like they feel like if the country is divided, they can win. And this is like so divide and conquer the whole thing, right? So this is it, okay. And this is like, and can I tell you guys, okay, I'm okay. This is like such a weird thing tonight. Wow, I rarely get it like this. Okay, they're just telling me blown. They're like, it's like Rosie, that a lot of like I guys, I respect police. I am very proud of like police work. I think there's like most of them, but there's like the evil police people that are connected to this thing. I'm serious. I'm serious. It's almost like they have almost like an internal like terrorist organization within the country. You know what I mean? Because they want the country. They want to show we control things. We control. You're not gonna win. You know what I mean? That's kind of the message I get here. This is like something, as you know, guys. I am not a fear monger, and I never say things like this. Like this is like the evil people. No, but really, that's what I'm getting. They're like, it's like I just get it, guys. Again, goosebumps. Okay, seriously. Okay, seriously. We're gonna create this violent situation because we don't want peace. Like you know what I mean. And it's sad because they feel threatened. They shouldn't feel threatened, right? But it's like because their work is not supposed to be about. It's almost like they see their work as creating or maintaining oppression. Oppression. I'm serious. I'm 100% okay. But the way I see it today is just so clear. It's so strange how it is. Very clear how okay I mean I know it sounds like something you read in a book, but it's like it's very clear here, like they feel threatened by the changes that are happening. Okay, they feel threatened by the changes that are happening, and they're like, we're going to do something together, and they're all I feel like there's a huge network, guys. Okay, they have their ways to communicate. Okay, I'm serious. I'm 100% serious. I'm 100% serious. No, they're not going. No, indivisible don't. No, are they going to succeed? What's going to happen to them? No. It's interesting because I think they're very like like enraged. They're afraid. The reason why they do this is fear. Okay, they feel like their power means like I win and somebody else loses. But now, and I see what's interesting, almost reminds me of those images of Gandhi, okay, where nonviolence, okay, and then people bow down. They're like, and they lose. This is the thing. They feel powerful when there's violence because that's when police power, law and order, right? So, and this is about ego, it's saying, but this is everything is falling apart like this, okay? Everything is falling apart. And it's almost like it's this whole idea of like not giving in to provocation and not giving into provocation. This is how they're going to lose. And I see guys, them like crying. Eventually those police people, they're going to cry because they believe in so much illusion. They felt so powerless. You know what I mean? Okay. My God. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like it's not obviously I'm not defending them, but I see what motivates them is fear. It motivates them as fear. Really, and they feel like they have, it's the same. You know what is interesting, guys? It's an extension of this whole Republican idea that like you have to stand with the side of the billionaire because you could be a billionaire too. Who would you rather be, poor or a billionaire? Right? This whole idea of like, but the reality is the policeman is like a middle class or working class person. Okay, they're not the people in power, but their sense of connection, their sense of connection is like, oh, I defend the powerful. That's how they feel powerful. Isn't that sad? It's very sad. And like, I mean, guys, I can't, I don't know, like, it's so, I mean, let's not even get started. How awful. Like, I mean, like, that's not, okay. Oh my God, you guys, you think, okay, seriously, you think you get to the bottom of sickness and there's more. It's never and you know why? Because can you imagine like if you and I like, oh, let's plan to kill somebody. Like let's get somebody to kill somebody. So then we can create a movie out of it for my propaganda for my election. Think about it. How sick is this? How sick is this? How sick is this? Okay. Oh, guys, you know what? I see that the guys, it could be. Oh, can I tell you something interesting? The FBI, even I think it's another agency, the ATF, something like that. Could be the ATF. It's like I believe it's the ATF guys. They are listening in. Oh yeah, they know. They are tracking down. They are tracking down, and not they can't do it while Trump is president. They can arrest the people now, but they're gonna. Guys, I see flashes of paparazzi. When people are arrested, there's a lot of people taking pictures. On the newspapers, going to the newspapers. It's like Rico charges like 100, dozens of people, a lot of people charged with this thing. But because it's not even it's not even the killing. Okay, it's kind of this is why it has to be Rico because it's sort of the guy who is the head of the mob doesn't kill people a lot of times, right? It's the people around him that kill people, so that his hands are always clean, right? So similarly here, it's like you have to charge the big person as a racketeering, is that right? Racketeering act, because they are doing this. They are doing this, guys. I'm getting this. Rosie say they're telling me, Rosie, say it. This is true. Rosie, yeah, say it. They're saying, and guys, you know what I mean. You know how sometimes, like I said, sometimes like readings, like you have to. It takes a while to figure out the full situation. This to me very clear. Never been so clear. Okay, they're like, yes, it's gonna be one of the most shameful. Another one of the ridiculously shameful episodes of American history. When those people, okay, those people, guys, those people, seriously, that they're exposed, that they plan. My God, can you imagine, guys? You plan to kill somebody for media reasons, for like, oh my God, can you imagine? I mean, I can't even. Oh God, please. Yeah, but it's saying it, guys, and I see this like tablecloth lifting. In other words, I feel like they are showing this is a reality you should see. You have to see it. You don't want to see it, but it happens in America. It's saying there happens in America. So, wow, wow, wow. And then just to go back, I think Christine had asked a question initially. She said, "Why is the police not stopping the rioters?" because the rioters are in with the police. You know what I mean? It's a game they're playing together. The people that break things, just guys, you know, remember how there was a white supremacist that was arrested, right? For Minneapolis, same thing. Okay, the real people protesting are not the ones breaking things. Okay, it's the you know is the whole okay. So this is it. They want to create a story. How sick. But guys, you know what? I haven't seen something. Okay, this is like so sick. Okay, this is so sick. So there was like, okay, this is remind Putin is coming up again. There's a very important episode in this is, guys, this is comes back. Okay, let me tell you something. This important one of the most important things in the history of Putin in his political career was something called the siege of a school. I think that's what that was. There was a so-called terrorist event, okay, that happened in Russia, okay, right before Putin got into power. It was at the end of the Yeltsin government, and it's one of the books that I read. Okay, I don't remember the name of the event, but it was like some sort of bombing, I think it was called. That they realized that it was the FSB, the internal services, that planted it. They created it. Okay, they created it. Okay, like they created some awful bombing to say, and then Putin was like, "Oh, there he comes," and then the Russian people were like, "Oh, he's a law and order guy. He comes, he makes it happen." You know what I mean? Wow, he moves so quickly. But the reality, it was fake. They made a fake situation happen so they could blame, you know what I mean? But it's never been really properly explained. And there's like a story. If you read the story, it's complicated. It's like some sort of like component for the bomb that is only available to the Russian. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is real, okay? And so this is how he got into the government. Putin. Oh, he's such a wonderful person, law and order. Oh, same thing. Okay, like, oh, he's gonna take care of things. Okay, yeah, it was like exactly false flag operation. Exactly that. It was a false flag operation. So I think Trump is doing exactly the same thing. And why, this is like the book reported about how he would go on television after that event. Everybody suddenly knew who, because he was an unfamiliar figure up to then. He was just ahead of the KGB, Putin. Above only had the KGB. Nobody knew exactly who he was. And now he was on television talking about it. Oh, how he helped. So now there's Putin. He really made it. So this is similar, guys. Exactly. This is time to heal. They're like, yeah, they're saying here, this is painful, but it's a time to heal. Okay. Okay. So, and it's telling me, even for me, as guys, this whole thing with the apartment and finances and stuff is a little bit painful, difficult for me. Okay. And so as it's saying, even for me, it's telling me like this, you have to face it and go through it. So you grow and heal, you go, you move beyond. Sometimes guys, I've read a lot of the literature, like spiritual literature, that talks about it, how you have to face your fears and like really the darker things so that you can, this is the purpose of life, really. Okay. So, you know what I mean? So, so interesting. Wow. Crazy, no? Crazy. So this is it. Oh, guys, and I see somebody like this with a, hey, oh, somebody, guys, can I tell? It's somebody in the Republican Party knows that this was fake. And this person is thinking about whether they're going to tell or not. Because I see the person, I feel like an unknown person hearing Trump talk to somebody. He's probably setting up the AV or whatever. And he's like, yeah, did they go through with it? Yeah, like they kind of like even talk about it, okay? You know what I mean? So I feel like there's people who know that this was like something they knew that was happening, and he's like sickened by it, like most people. You know what I mean? This is fake. This is fake. And he's saying in the end, this will unite Americans. This, believe it or not, this will unite, because when they realize this is all like a soap opera, a horror soap opera where they kill people just for television or whatever that is. Seriously, it's very sad, but that's what it looks like to me. And so I see somebody, this is why, guys, is telling him, like, this is like they created this very slick presentation, because behind the scenes it was the darkest things. Okay. So this is a, guys, I feel like they're feeling the weight of karma, and I think some of these people are waking up, and they're going to have to say something eventually, or they're going to participate in the investigation. Okay. But they're afraid also. Okay. Afraid of what could happen. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, my God, it's awful. Okay. So now given that, guys, I feel this is so interesting. I feel it's literal. I don't know. Okay. This reminds me of like when I don't get with like very dark energies a lot of times, but my feeling is that people that were in these events, it's like they go to the place and they, even if they're not intuitive and they're very like, not in touch with things, but they feel the darkness. They're like, oh, there's something kind of dark in here. They feel the White House, guys. Oh, and I don't want to go there. I got goosebumps because it's like this. Can I tell you? It's like a vibrate. Okay, protection, protection, protection. Okay, God, protect. Okay, it's almost, can I tell? It's like this energy field of the White House. It's like a devil's playground. Okay, that's what it feels like to me. Devil's playground. The energy level there attracts like not just the most evil people in the world, but the evil energy alone. Think about it. How dangerous. Think about it. Think about it. How bad, guys, and how dangerous. Like how low the energy, dark, dark, thick air of like evil. They feel it in the air. Okay, so so like you know what I mean, so this is like just like, and they feel it, they get it, okay, they feel it, they're like there's something really dark going on there. It just was like evil, they know it, and they were kind of like, okay, but this is, guys, this is like there's, but then the guys, the live people are saying, they're like, no, they have to come out, they come out, trash. They're saying, the same thing, if you want to kill a rat, yeah, it has to come out. Seriously, if it has to, the light has to come in, but the best way for it to come in is that is exposed, okay. So this is like a facade, a horrible facade, and everybody's hurting, guys. Okay, okay, the next thing I see, oh my god, it's so interesting. I saw on Twitter quickly, and of course I was so busy, I haven't had a chance to sit down and everything, but I saw randomly, like in late last night, like in the like 4 a.m. or something, a photo of Ivanka with what looked like cocaine. It was like very light powder here, and then like, so I see it's coming back because they're saying everybody's using drugs hardcore behind the scenes over there because they can't take it. It's too, you know what I mean? The stuff is hardcore shit. Hardcore, like heavy, you know what I mean? They have to have drugs because it's like the only way they can manage to pretend so much, okay? You know what I mean? Like this is like how everybody's high in a way because that's the only way. It's like cocaine life, okay? Guys, those movies about the 80s in New York, Wall Street and all that. Similar, like they had to be high. It's not that, it seems like it's not that Wall Street was bad, but it's that energy of like ego and power and like, okay. So it's so interesting to me that like there's something, guys. They're like all on the fake stuff. Okay, they can't because even though, guys, I think all these, obviously these people are evil. There's a moment at night where they go to bed and they're like, Ivanka, you're going to hell, Ivanka. How can you live with yourself doing that? Like there's a voice inside of them that talks, the conscious is still there. God is talking to them, and they try to numb themselves so to not hear God. This is, guys, this is deep, no? This is deep. I deep person. Deep. No, no, no. But really, like this is it. They take drugs to numb God's voice inside of them. Is that sad? It's awful, but it is as it is, right? Drugs are the only way they could try to numb with the voice of God. Okay, for them especially. Okay, it's not that guys. It's almost like it's not that they even have addictive personalities. It's more like drugs is, again, the only thing that they can do to try to numb the voice of consciousness. That's it. Okay, those people that they take it, like I said, it's not because some people, I believe, they do have the almost like an addiction gene or something. It's much harder for them. Not with them, not for this. The reason why they do is because they need a numbing thing. Okay, so yeah, interesting. Politicians should have it's interesting. That's right. When I worked at City, I had to have those drug tests, and I didn't care because obviously I don't do drugs. So it's good. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like, you know what I mean? Like, uh, I agree. You know what I mean? So it's just like really, it's so interesting here to see like everybody's high, and they're saying they're high on the coke, they're high on the. It's like they need the drug in order to believe their bullshit is real, because the moment I can't even imagine. Guys, imagine, okay, if I okay, if I had done something even like a tenth, a hundredth of like what Jared did, I would have killed myself. I could never live with myself knowing. Imagine that, guys, for whatever reason, that you separated one child from the mother. I don't know that I would be able to look at myself. I just would, everything in my life, I would be devastated. I cannot, I just can't. I would just like, I don't know. I can't even, can you imagine? But you do that, but 100,000 times worse every single day. You hurt the country, you steal money, you get all of it at once. You have to be high. You have, this is crazy, guys, like this is like, how do you even live with that reality that you created all this stuff? And it's saying that, it's saying the children of Trump, they have to work really hard to keep up with him because he's one of the most evil people who ever lived. He's totally depraved in every sense. Okay, so he did. This is what I was. Remember, there was I think it was the last time I was talking about Trump and and how. That's right. I was talking about Stephanie Winkoff, right? Wolkoff. I forgot her name. Okay, remember? So then the book talked about how, I saw what I saw about Stephanie Wilcox was that she was disgusted and she realized that in Trump world you have to be corrupt. If you're not corrupt, he corrupts you. Okay. And this is a similar thing about the children. If you want to have your father in your life, you have to be corrupt. Otherwise he's not even going to talk to you. Okay. He's going to hurt them very badly. Okay. So so okay. So this is, you know what I mean? This is interesting. Wow, oh my God, can you believe it's crazy? Okay. So this is it. This is like fascinating to us, okay? But that's what it is. And it's like that's it. They keep going and then they crash. Everybody crashes. Like a person, this is like, guys, if you take crazy drugs all the time, you're going to have an overdose eventually, or something really bad is going to happen. Okay? And this is a feeling. Eventually this is the thing. They started at first it was like, "Oh my God, fun and exciting." And then they started committing crimes more and more. And then they started to covering up their crimes. And then it becomes unbearable. Because, guys, imagine the investigations they know they're under, all the stress of this. In Meanwhile, you work in the government, you're supposed to solve problems. You're not solving problems because, guys, anybody who works in the government in that level, if something that this big happens to them, they have to quit because they have to deal with these. Them, no, they could just stay there because they need the protection. Okay, but let me find out. This is why interesting question that I asked here about what do they think is going to happen? Do they have plans for what's happening next? Okay, this is the question that I have. It's like, are they really thinking? Do they consider like what's going to happen next, or do they have plans, or are they just hoping for the best? Okay, because it's everything they've done is so short term thinking. So it's so desperate. Do they think? Seriously, what are they thinking about? What's going to happen next? Are they worried? I'd say it's still the bubble. It's like, oh my God, it's so interesting. It's so interesting. So they feel when they feel like Trump has a bubble, like the evil bubble, right? They're saying here that even Ivanka, like if she spends too much time away from him, she starts to doubt herself and to feel like, oh my God, I've done something horrible. But as soon as she hangs out with her dad again, she feels like everything is justified. I could do this. I'm okay. It's okay to do this. Nobody cares. So it's almost like he has this evil bubble where like you kind of go into it and you feel like you could do anything. Nobody's ever going to catch you. Okay. But it's there's a cost to the bubble, which is fake. You believe something completely fake. And imagine like having a lot of money. Like I said, you're in a situation where nobody's going to challenge you. Okay. Because for example, if you're a person that doesn't have like a lot of money or whatever resources and power, you can believe bullshit, but eventually the world's it's not gonna care about you. You're not gonna stop. But Trump has power to make people believe that the bullshit that he is the reality. And it takes more and more. It's almost like it's like the law of of Newton's law or something. Like it takes more and more energy over time to maintain the same, you know what I mean? So so like uh so it's interesting to me that it demands more and more and more. And seeing Trump, he has the evil energy about him, and it's almost like he's a vampire of people's energies, you know what I mean? And like everybody around him suffers, right? But they're saying the reason why they stick to him is that they make him feel confident. They make them feel like they could do anything. That fucking up, I'm sorry to say the word, but being a criminal is okay because we are better than other people. We're justified. And that's how they kind of like rope. I'm not, guys, those people are responsible, of course, for what they're doing. But at the same time, that's like the bubble, the evil bubble. And then, guys, oh my God, what's so, oh my God, guys, today is very, so what's so interesting? What I see right now is the image of the devil card, that card, the devil, right? And the devil is all about that creating illusions that rope people in. My God, can I tell you guys? Can I tell you, this is amazing? I know some, people, it's funny. Sometimes I realize that people get happy when I say this because this is true, because most people think this. Okay, I literally see the image of the devil on the tarot card and Trump's face put on, like Trump lifts, it's like he lifts the mask the Trump's face is a mask and it's lifted, and now you have the devil. Literally, okay? This representation of Trump as the literal devil, like lifting and then ha ha ha. It's like I'm the devil. Okay? He seduces people, he makes them corrupt, he makes them everybody do these very evil things, and he manipulates people that way like the devil. Okay, he's the devil, say like he's the devil in not even a disguise. I don't know if you can disguise. We don't think it's a disguise, but that's what I feel like. He's a true like agent of the dark forces, okay? And I see, guys, oh my god, I see him. I don't know when. This is very disgusting to me. He knows it. He's like, and that's why I can have sex with I say children, or like very young little girls, and do drugs and do whatever. Okay, they do, and they get away with all this because I'm evil and I own it. He's saying I use it. I'm not pretending, because there, guys, there's how like there's different degrees of evil. Okay, there's different degrees of evil, and like people that are like, my god, you know what I mean, like people that are like manipulative, but that he's like, just he wins, nobody can win from him, like he's just has no moral, he's just like so depraved. So I feel like it's those people, guys, they believe, they have to believe the bullshit, and then eventually they crash, and you after he goes, it's gonna be, those people are gonna be, not only like they're gonna have legal problems, of course, right, but they're gonna, the ones that don't have legal problems are going to have to go through like a very serious, like dark times in their, depression or whatever, which they should think about it, like stuff they've done. Okay. Kind of like Hitler, you know what I mean? Like what happened to people who followed Hitler blindly. Okay. You know what I mean? So like, so, it's like, hi, reality. Hello. So, oh my God. Okay, guys. Now, okay, another conversation here quickly. Okay, my God. Oh my God. You know what? Okay, it's so interesting. Okay, so like, okay, the image of Melania on the, I loved it. She was like, she was so like so happy. She was so professional. She was so professional. Thing. And then Ivanka comes by. She's like, you see it in her face. I love it because it's so strong that she can't contain it. Think about it. Yeah, I'm sure she knew the cameras were filming, but it's like she really hates her. Okay, so let's talk about the image. What's going on? Okay, what is up with her? Oh, she hates Ivanka. She doesn't even talk to her. Ivanka, guys, it's disgusting. Again, I don't think that Melania is necessarily a great person either, but it's showing here, guys, that Melania would go into like, it's like, not Melania, Ivanka, she kind of like, it's true. She goes into her house. She will like take up space. She's like kind of like in competition with Melania. It's creepy, guys. So weird. She's in competition with Melania. She wants to tell Melania that she's the one in charge, not Melania. Okay. Wow. Amazing. It's like she, guys, amazing. Okay. Okay. So, wow. Crazy. Crazy to me. Whoa. Crazy, guys. That she's just completely awful person. I'm sorry if no, I'm sorry. She's just like the word. It's so interesting, guys. We think it's mostly Jared, but I think they're essentially some evil soulmates. Okay, they are evil soulmates. They are evil soulmates. But in a way, I forget about it sometimes. I think, but I think that Ivanka is just as bad as Jared, if not worse. If not worse. Okay, she is in some ways the mastermind of a lot of things. Yeah, she, guys, she wants to be president, not, my God. Oh my God. Okay, Ivanka made his narky coming to Milan. Interesting. The guy, he thinks, yeah, let's see. Did Ivanka? No, she just ignores her. And guys, she's a bully. Ivanka is a real, imagine, like, this is just so awful. Like, she's like, she thinks I'm younger, I'm prettier. And it's all that kind of competitive bullshit. And she's like, and then I do what I want. She's just like a toy or whatever. Awful, just awful. Oh my God, this family is disgusting. It's disgusting. Oh, you know what, guys? Okay, this is that's something else that's very interesting. So, if you had one time you on YouTube, look up Trump documentary 90s, something like that. I remember one time I saw recently, like a few years ago, I saw on YouTube there's a documentary about Trump made in the 90s, and it's still interview. I think he was still married to Ivana. Okay, okay. So, okay, so then okay, so then I feel like let's just going back here. In the documentary, I see this is like Ivanka was a teenage. Oh, you know what it is? I think this is the documentary. There was a documentary made a while back also. It's called Born Rich. It was a documentary about growing up rich in New York. Okay. I think it's called Jamie Johnson, I think did the documentary. So they interview Ivanka and she has a very different voice. She speaks kind of like a much deeper voice. Her real voice is like more like, like normal, like no normal to lower. And then she learned to speak with a higher voice. Okay, it's very interesting that she used to be like more like whatever natural, more New Yorker type. And now she's like, I learned from my father. They say my father. He's also my father taught me. And it's almost like she has this fake accent, like she's pretending to be British or something. You remember how when Madonna had a fake British accent, something like that. She's affecting some sort of like upper class that she never had. She was always kind of like trash talker a little bit, but she created this character, okay, that she plays, essentially plays a character. That's not her voice. It's like, oh my God. Oh, guys, something okay, I did some voice lessons, long story. I was very surprised. I was like shocked to believe that I'm a soprano. Okay, my range. I always believe I had a lower level, range. And it's so interesting, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that I have to like talk, it's just this is about singing a little different. But I never thought. I was like, really? I was like, what? So like, and you find out because the higher range, it has more elasticity. Okay, so it's really interesting. And the same, I don't know if she's, but the same with it's interesting, guys. You know what I mean? Like, actually, I don't know what I'm saying this, but does it make sense? Like, I feel like my speaking voice is like it has something to do with like obviously how you learn to speak, but we can all speak higher, but it's different. I don't know. It's like, oh my God, I could, guys. Well, I was so happy to see like us together. It was so great. Like I don't know, like you could like it's so interesting. Oh my God. Oh my God. For instance, saying Trump's sister in tape today says Donna was always besotted with Ivanka. It's creepy, guys. And you know why? The thing is that she feels like she has power over the other siblings because of her looks. How creepy is that? So she uses that to get things from her dad and from men, and that's her value system. It's so weird. It's so sad, really. Even with competing with Melania. Oh my God. It's sick, okay? It's sick. It's like I think, at first you think it's creepy that the way he treated her, the way he talked about her, but in a way she loves it because that's how she gets power. And she's okay with that clearly now. She's gone to, she's totally on the dark side now. Okay. So, guys, can I tell you what I see? This is like almost funny. Okay. I don't know. I see maybe she has a girl. I bless it. I wish the best for the children. I really do. I see that one of the children could become a nun. Really, like she feels so badly about the mother. They're like what the family has done, that they want to help the world. Not in a bad way, in a good way. They want to be like anonymous and leave. Okay. Oh my God, Joanna, really? That's so sick. Joanna's saying, why wasn't it only her kids on display at the end of the night too? Oh my God, I can't even, guys. It's like again, sick. Okay. But okay, no, there's a good reason, guys. You know what? This is a good reason. It's exactly the reason I told you before. Remember that I was talking, I think it was Elle. She wrote a really interesting comment. The way, for example, she said that this is true, okay, that Jackie Kennedy met with Hillary Clinton when she first went into the White House, and Jackie Kennedy explained Hillary Clinton how to shield your children from publicity, how to live a normal life. And this is like the thing I was talking about, how we all like, even the Bush girls, they're like like pretty normal, okay? So this is okay. So the way that the other ones are like the children on display is not a good thing. They are aware. The other mothers are like, nah, I don't think so. Nah, I don't want the kids to, you know. And she's pimping the children, guys. My God, it's so depraved. It's just, I just cannot, like, seriously, like, think about it. this is like the people like Jackie Kennedy and Michelle Obama and Laura Bush. Everybody knew that this is not good for the kids. You know what I mean? To try to put them, shove them in the spotlight. It's like it's not about political persuasion. Okay, it's pretty common sense, right? It's common sense. So then they are like trained. Think about it, like how guys, how young they are, and then they're like at such a young age, they are being told to perform. I'm like, I can't even. I just like, oh my god, I just. Because that's it. Because Ivanka is willing to pimp her kids, and you know what? One more thing, guys, I wanted to say about this. I'm not even counting the time. It's 10 o'clock now. So, okay, so what's so interesting about it is that I don't know if you know this, that Ivanka had, how, guys, I swear it's so funny. Before Trump got elected, I was like, wow, Trump did something right. Ivanka really is very together. Can you believe they made it believe that? So she has like a social media team. You know how she rehearses, she rehearses her, like everything. I remember she would come out of her apartment, she would get people to take pictures to post on her Instagram. Everything was rehearsed and fake. And then she would take, remember how she would get pictures with her kids, like on a birthday party? Like, of course she didn't bake the cakes. Of course she did nothing. She just showed up for the photo shoot. That's it. That's all she did. She shows up for the photo shoot and it's Instagram. Oh, look, it's Ivanka. She's a celebrity. She's like this or whatever. She wanted to be like that, like a real celebrity or a real influencer, whatever that is. But you know what I mean? It's like everything about them is that like fake. I just think, guys, you could choose later on to like expose yourself or whatever, but don't do that to your kids. It's really like, I don't know, guys. I wish for again, I wish the best to all the people, but who do this. But like, look at the woman. There's a woman. There's like a guy. One of my shows that I kind of like to watch. I haven't watched in a while. Is a Housewives of Atlanta. I love Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, so there's this woman Kim. There was this one white woman. Kim. I forgot her name. She was a very interesting character also. Then she got her own show. Kim Zolciak, something something Zokiak, Zoniak, something like that. I don't know. Zokiak, I think her name is. Okay, so she married this like football player, and then she got all these kids, and then like the kids, guys, I feel for them. Oh my god, they're like wearing in the bikinis constantly and putting like injecting the lips, and I'm just like, oh my god. Granted, yes, you could make money that way, but the way that these little kids are taught to be like, to expose themselves, and like, I don't know, guys, it just really grosses me out. And this is not about morals, it's more about like pimping your children. You know what I mean? I don't know, I find it really, like, I don't know, guys, it's so sad. It's so sad. I find it very sad, actually. It's one thing if you're a young person or whatever you decide, but the parents demanding that you do that, essentially, okay, it's disgusting. Disgusting. And guys, think about the lengths that Jackie Kennedy went to protect Carolyn and John Jr. Think about it, okay? She went to the end. I mean, this was a different era, right? Where there was a lot of there wasn't a lot of information about people's private lives. Everybody was in love. Everybody was in love with them, with the Kennedys. They represented so many amazing things. Okay, even if they were not perfect, even if he was sleeping around, what, I don't care. The point is, like, there was a glamour to them, really, a real thing. Okay, I get goosebumps. Okay, but really, like, think about, guys, Jackie Kennedy, she moved heaven and earth. And I think possibly married Onassis in some ways to escape the whole, okay? So, but now this is the opposite. They're like, wait, where's the spotlight? Where's the spotlight? And let me bring them. And if you think, somebody mentioned, Debbie's saying kid beauty pageants, but beauty pageants, technically, they have a small audience. Okay. It's the parents, they know, they make pictures, but they don't have a huge audience necessarily, right? It's different. But if a child is a child of a politician that has millions of followers, you are exposed on a level that is unimaginable. Think about it. It's not the same, you know what I mean? In the sense of like, oh my God. So, and I think, guys, the kids are going to turn away. I don't see the kids being, I feel like the kids have a future, okay, in a good way. I think they can atone the sins. One of them is going to be in trouble, like, you know, it's hard to save everybody, but I think they're going to have the awareness to like to do something good, okay? Like, not good, but kind of like they have to this their karma to deal with the sins of the parents, okay? Their karma, okay? I think, okay? So I see them visiting them in prison. And I see the girl, I think of the one of the girl, I think it's a girl, right? It's like, oh, they're like, mom, the person has a job, like a lowly job, like so technically, then the girl's very happy that she has a job. Oh, I have a job, mom, I do this job, and this and that. So she's happy, and then Ivanka's like, I don't know if she's in prison or where, but it's just like, oh, okay, you know, because and then Ivanka remembers like what she wanted her to be. Oh, guys, you know what? I see Ivanka. She wants her to marry a prince. She's like, "Oh, you're gonna grow up and marry a prince, a really rich prince." That's her, her goal is to have their children. Oh my God. Again, pimping. That's it. She's a pimp. God, this family, my God. My God. Okay. Oh my God, guys. Crazy, no? Ai, so Pegasus. Okay. Oh my God. I can't believe it's very interesting. Interesting. So, okay, guys, this is a very fluid conversation, interesting conversation. Should I have you? Okay, just quickly, let me go back to the questions. Well, quick questions here. I'm not gonna clearly. No, I did talk about Kenosha in a really interesting way. Now, quickly here. So, talk about. Let me go back quickly to scan everybody's hierarchy. Have they thought about what they're gonna do when Trump leaves? I'm just about these people here. Yes or no question. Tell me a little bit more, and then I'll go. Okay, because it's 1 hour 44 minutes. Okay, so how does the GOP feel? Yeah, they know the story of Kenosha is fake. They're afraid it's gonna be exposed. Okay, so it's dark. Turtle, like it's over. Turtle has moved. I move on. I have moved on. Yeah. So Turtle, what are you gonna do after? Retire. I'm gonna retire, and I'm gonna try to battle the lawsuits. So hopefully, I'm not gonna end up in prison. Okay, that's it. Okay, now what about you, Trump? He's high on his ego. He's delusional. Okay, he's gonna go to mental. Okay, now what about Jared and Ivanka? What do they think? Guys, you know what? They're gonna go get out of the country. Guys, it's so interesting. I have to tell you something really interesting from my memories as a child, childhood. Okay, so there was a very famous soap opera in Brazil. I don't remember the name of it honestly, but it was in the 80s. And in Brazil, people watch soap operas. Like the country stops for like a specific soap opera, especially the evening, the 9 o'clock soap opera. So like there was amazing. It was a story of this, there was like all these characters, and there was one guy, there's like it's about Brazil is a corrupt country, but there's like about this corrupt family, okay, and in the last chapter of the soap of the country stops, the last chapter, and I never forgot it. It was this guy who was leaving. He had a private jet, and he was leaving the country, escaping with money that he stole. Like white collar crime, right? So then he does this. Has became very famous. He does this gesture like this in Portugal. I don't know in America. I don't think you have this. Like it's not. It's like it's kind of like it's not f you, but it's something like this. I don't care. It's like I don't care about you. I'm leaving like this. He did this gesture and he left the country. He was running away. I don't think he was in prison. He left the country. So this is the same attitude I get from Ivanka and Jared. I told you before, they are planning to leave to Israel. They're gonna leave the country. Like I'm leaving, we're leaving. Forget about it. We're not gonna stay here. No way. Nobody's gonna catch us. Little do they know it's over. Like they really believe they're gonna leave. They committed all these crimes. Oh my God, Tess. Yeah, go to bed. Thanks for watching. Okay, they committed all these crimes. They committed, and they think they're gonna leave. Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave this country. Forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Forget about it. We're leaving. They are gonna leave the country. That's what they think. They're gonna leave the country. Okay. So is that I don't know what it means, but that's that gesture. He's like this. Okay. So this is a character. Okay. The soap opera. Okay. Just see here. What's the name? Let's see if I can find it, guys. Oh, okay. Oh, here it is. Vale tudo. Anything is worth. Okay. Oh my God, guys, you're not gonna believe it. Oh my God. Oh, that's right. Here it is. Oh my God, this is exactly what's gonna happen, my guys. Okay. Wow, that's it. That's it. Oh my God. Okay, guys, that's it. He's like in 1989, when the country was burning because of the first with the first direct elections, open elections for president. After 29 years of dictatorship, the evil Marco Aurelio takes off in Rio on his private jet, and high up there in the Sugarloaf, he he does that, but banana. That's right. He is like the whole thing. Vale tudo. Okay, that's it. Vale tudo. So okay. One second. Let's see if I can find it. It's amazing. Okay, Reginaldo Faria. Okay. Oh, guys, okay, I'm gonna see. Okay, this is so funny, and because he did this gesture to the country. This is the thing about it, guys. He did the gesture to the to okay for the Brazilian people, and this also became famous there because he was like he didn't care about his country, and this is exactly what I think of them. They are saying they are. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do the same thing. Let me show you. Okay, this is. Would you like to watch it? It's be interesting for you. Okay, I don't know. It's been I was a child, I would never forgot it. It was so powerful at the time. Okay, so let's see if I can find it one second quickly because it really illustrates so well the whole thing. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so that's right. It's to give banana to somebody. Okay, so let's see here if I can find. Okay, oh here. Okay, so let's see here. Oh my God, people going to guys. Okay, okay. Can I tell you how sad? You know how they say that America is becoming like a banana republic. This is it. Okay. Unfortunately, this is a scene in a soap opera that talked about the banana republic aspect of Brazil, and this is repeating here. Okay, isn't that sad, guys? Very sad. Think about it. How sad it is. Really, symbolically sad. So okay. So let's see here. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. Okay, is it okay if I show you because I think it'll be interesting in front of my house? Okay, wait. So let's see if I can. They're not letting me. What? Oh, I know why. Okay, sorry. One second. Okay, one second. Okay, so okay. So they have the theme song playing, okay? So I'm gonna start. Okay. So okay, one second. Okay, so one second, okay. It's 1 minute and a little bit. Do you see it? I hope you do you see it? I don't know if you can see. Oh, I have to press play. Okay. So he's leaving. The scene here, he's leaving. So this woman, she's a very famous actress. Okay, she's saying she's like, guys, she rose this soap opera is also about her story. Like she rose from poverty and she started a business, and she's telling them, "There's justice, guys. We're gonna have justice in the end. We're gonna have justice. Don't worry about it. It's gonna happen." Okay. There are people going to jail. Okay. Let's see the white collar criminal going to prison. Okay. Now this guy here this is the guy. They're leaving with a private airplane. Look, they're taking off. She's like, they're like celebrating because they got away with their grift and they stole everything. So this is the gesture. It's gonna happen, okay? So this is Rio. Okay, they're flying over the kid, the son, the wife. Okay, the wealthy wife. There he is. She's leaving Brazil forever, with her crimes. Oh, here, the jester, you see? There he is. He's giving like, he doesn't care. Look, F you, country Brazil, F you. Okay, and this, you see, this is amazing, right? This is good, guys. Because did you see he was eating banana? So he's like giving banana, but also there's an allusion to the Banana Republic thing. Interesting, no? Interesting. Wow. Okay, so interesting. Okay, so anyway, so that's it. Okay, interesting. So that's what this is exactly what Jared and Ivanka want to do, and they're not gonna be able to do that. Okay, they're not gonna be able to do that. No, that's what they want, but is okay. So guys, now I got the notice. They're like, oh, we detected copyrighted audio. Oh my god. See, this is annoying, guys. I can't even do it. It's okay, right? Hopefully not a big deal. Okay. So, but this is exactly why. Did you see? Isn't cool? It's exactly the situation. I don't know where they went. They usually go to Miami. I'm serious. Corrupt Brazilians move to Miami for the most part. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Or they have Swiss bank accounts or something. So, you know, I'm serious. Okay. Okay, I'm serious. I wish I was lying. Okay, but I'm not. So I wish it wasn't the case, right? They moved to Miami. I'm serious. Okay, so like so anyway, so that's the scene, exactly what Jerry wants to do, but he's not going to work for him, not work for him. Okay, now, okay, so here, okay, now, what about Melania? Melania, she's happy. She's gonna be like having a life. She wants to go back to Europe, okay? And okay, bars, but they're both sick and they're not gonna live very long. They're exhausted, okay? They're exhausted because their bodies are giving up, okay? They are kind of like almost like on a marathon all the way to the end. Okay, they're gonna stick there. So okay. Oh my god, guys, this is interesting. No, interesting. So okay, so I'm gonna go. Oh my god. That's right, Sandy a banana. Exactly, guys. But exactly. But in Brazil and maybe in other parts of the world, it's the symbol of Brazil. It's not that people think, oh, there's an element of that, but it's more like you're sending that to Rio. I think it's probably true. Like the symbolism of it is perfect. Okay, so like okay, so okay. And did you see that? What's interesting? I don't know the characters, but they put who they put in jail. Did you see the woman? She was dressed as a maid. She had a maid uniform. So they put her in the jail. You see, this is like they were saying that Brazil is screwed up. Screwed up. The maid goes to jail, but the powerful guy escapes. But this is true. Okay, so this is unfortunately, you know what I mean. This is how sad, guys. It's like think about it. Think about it. This is like the fear that people had. You know what I mean about. My God, exactly. Oh my God, guys, Peter Thiel's obsessed about, why Peter Thiel's obsessed about New Zealand? Because he loves that. What is that? What is it called? There's a guy, one of those like movies. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? There's a movie, a big like, sci-fi movie, New Zealand. There's is it the Lord of the Rings? Isn't it Lord of the Rings? Peter Thiel's obsessed about Lord of the Rings. That's why he wants to go because the other thing is there's a lot of white people there. He loves white people. So so like so interesting. So anyway, so so this is it, guys. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I going. Okay, and oh my God. Okay, and but this is interesting. Okay, interesting. And we'll talk Monday. Okay, oh my God, I have a lot of information. I'll tell you how this whole drama of the real estate is gonna have. By then I'll have a lot of information. Huh? Information. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 Excellent. So I see you later, alligators. Okay. So my God, 10 o'clock. Oh, it's very, very, very normal. Normal time is. But I love talking to you guys. Okay, it's very nice conversations. Okay. Okay. So I going. I going. Okay. 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 Bye, guys. Okay. Bye. Bye.